This is reposted.
Today's idea comes from the author, Jack Canfield. He wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, Chicken Soup for the Middle-Aged Soul, all those books. He says, don't worry about failures. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. So I think this is interesting. It makes me think about regret. It also makes me think about Wayne Gretzky and missing 99% of the shots you don't, 100% of the shots you don't take. I don't know. Do you have any things that you look back on when you didn't try something and you regretted it?
Can I say something? Will you not take away my man card if I admit that I've read Chicken Soup for the Soul? Will you not take away my man card?
I won't take it away. I've read it.
Oh, you did? Okay. So you won't take away mine, and I won't take away yours.
Yeah. Will you take away my man card if I tell you I cry at almost every commercial of those types of books? Touch me every time?
I'm good with that. Okay. By the way, Jack Canfield's worth $20 million.
Nice.
Yeah. And by the way, he didn't even write those books. He just puts compilations of stories together. He didn't write anything.
All right. Well, I'll go back and I'll change the intro to with the curator, Jack Canfield.
The thing about failure is some people take failure easier than others. For instance, you are an improv actor and you go on stage all the time without fear that you're going to suck, maybe.
I don't think people take it better. I think the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Like doing something difficult. The first improv show I ever did, there's probably 3 people in the audience. I'd been in LA for a couple weeks. I was like, this is my big break. Wellness. An agent's going to see me. Flash forward 4 years later, I did a show with one of my friends. It was a 2-person show to a sold-out house, and we bombed. And like 3 minutes in, I was like, this isn't good. And I just leaned into it, and I was like, you know what, audience? You have to sit here for the next 20 minutes. I don't care. And so when you kind of go through you have to actually feel it. It's like the flow state. People say you can't understand it. It's like when you hit the perfect wave or athletes hit it. But like once you feel it, you know that like it's not that bad. So you just got to try stuff. And the first failure is harder.
You literally were holding those people hostage. I love it. You're like, yes. You're not going anywhere. You're going to watch me. But here's what I'll say. My middle son is a tortured artist, and you could see his disposition whenever he starts to do something. He's always, it's not good enough. It's not colorful enough. I think he is more prone to not want to fail and go on stage and take those chances than my other kids.
I mean, I think that's true. And I think that's a natural feeling. Like, I don't want to get up and fail, but also every failure I've looked back on, like I've ended up better for it. And maybe I'm more risk accepting than most people, but.
No, you're exactly right. You were always better after you failed. Nobody is not better.
Yeah. I mean, I think some of the saddest or most upset times in my life, like when you're in it, it's awful, but flash forward a week, or maybe you don't even realize it for like a year, but you look back and you're like, wow, I'm better from that. Like you just have more perspective. I think you can't experience the highs if you don't have the lows, and it just gives you perspective when things do work out.
I was just looking up Abraham Lincoln because you always hear of him as a good example of failure. He failed in business, went bankrupt. His first girlfriend died. He had a nervous breakdown. He was not elected for Congress the first time, ran for Senate and lost, and then became the president of the United States.
I don't know. Have you ever backed out of something and said, crap, I wish I would have done it?
I do that all the time. I mean, I'm sort of nimble on my feet, but leading up to the moment of doing something, man, I am vacillating and want out like no other. But I feel like I have this trick of saying, like, I'm just going to go take deep breaths and not think about it too much till I get there. And that's what's helped me to accept failure.
I don't know if accepting. Yeah. Okay. I think it's kind of cheesy, but I think about this all the time when I'm with a decision. I think of Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting. He's telling that story about he had tickets to the World Series and he gave them up because he had to go see about a girl. And I think that's I always look at decisions I make. I rather fail and know that I failed than regret never trying.
Oh, if you just cited Good Will Hunting on me, I mean, Goodness gracious. You're going to make me cry, you son. Don't take my man cards away.
All right. If you have a
Well,
Matt Damon quote you'd like us to further explore, please
Well-
reach out. You can find us at Reposted Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. I'm Andrew Keller for Larry, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Robert saying thanks for stopping by.